What's up, everybody? Let's see. Peace, blessings, prosperity, and success of abundance. Starting with it already. It's crazy. All right. Guys, today is going to be a great day. I expect great things to happen for me today. Why does she always want to come out as soon as things get started? Oh, yeah. Okay. So today we're going to get into today's journey, today's message. And we haven't been on here for a good minute because we've been getting more connected with God along this journey. And oh my goodness.
That's you.
My goodness graciousness.
Hey everyone, what's up? What's popping? We haven't been here for a very, very, very long time. I'm excited to be here. Yeah, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited.
I always say for a very, very, very long time.
It is. It feels like a very long time, right, guys? Comment down below if you think it feels like a very long time, because it is. We haven't been here, but we are back. We are here, you guys, and we are distractions. We're back. We're just gonna come in every Monday for lives now, not every week, not every day, because we used to come in Monday to Friday, but now it's gonna be Mondays. Okay, Monday 8 a.m. Central Time. We're going to be here. So yeah.
Happy Monday, guys. Happy Monday. Today's message is going to revolve around, I think a lot of people are going through the times, the test of times. I have a lot of people in my circle. I shouldn't say a lot of people, but I have people in the circle who are going through challenges. You have new cycles for them that are beginning. And I just feel like this message could help people. Even with ourselves, we've applied this message and continuously applying this message along the journey because it gets real. It says, hello, I am from India in the building.
Right.
What's poppin'? So today's message is going to be about...
trust the process.
It's basically like trust the process, right? It says, no matter the vision, always trust the process.
That's right.
Right? And, you know, it could get weary and things could like start, you know, getting real tough around your day to day. You may like lose direction, feel like you're a robot and you're just going to work and, you know, going home and just a repeat, right? But there's no progression, right? You're like, dang, man, I'm not even like following my goals, whatever the case may be, you know, whatever could be holding you back, right? I have a couple of scenarios, like a couple of friends of mine's. I say one of them is going through a tough time with chasing the dream, which, you know, I had to drop a couple gems. Like, this is a part of the journey. You know, it's not built for everybody.
Right.
It's supposed to be. We're supposed to be resilient.
That's right.
But we have to go through the stuff.
Right. The stream is about no matter what the vision, no matter the vision, trust the process.
No matter the vision, trust the process.
Yes. So trust your
journey. We don't care how hard it is.
So trust your journey and pretty much just keep moving. You know, don't forget why you started, because most of the time we just go through life and then you forget your vision, you forget what you here to do, you forget what you wanted to do, because now life is happening, life is lifing, you know. So go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I had this one guy I was talking to the other day ago, and me and him were getting off. He just came from California, and he was like, yeah, you know, like he's starting at the job, and he's like, I was like, how long you plan on being here and stuff like that? And we got off into a real deep conversation about like purpose and stuff, and I was explaining to him like some of the people that had been at that place for
Mm.
like 30 to 40 years, and I'm like, man, that's a long time to be like, you know, they're at a place. And he was talking
Right.
about how like some of them like are grumpy and stuff like that, and I was like, that's because they gave up on the vision,
Exactly.
and so now all they have is what was easy for them to do.
Because every dream or goal comes with a hidden step that
Mm,
you don't know, right?
yeah.
Hmm. And that is to prepare you, is to prepare you for the destination where you're going, why you here, why you started, why you even had this vision in your mind. Why did you want to do it from the beginning? So yeah, I feel like moving forward and doing
What's
the
up? What's up?
hey everyone. I feel like moving forward, no matter what, and
Yeah.
not forgetting your dream is the hardest thing to do, but you can do it because
Yeah.
other people can do it. So anything that someone else can do, I feel like you can also pull through, even though it's not gonna the outcome is not exactly going to be like someone else,
Yeah.
but it literally going to you're gonna go somewhere, you're gonna get somewhere, you're gonna get where you're supposed to be.
Mm.
So yeah.
I feel like when it comes to that too, man, it's always revising the vision.
Right.
It's like, yo, why do I want this? Where do I want to go? And it's also prompting yourself to
Exactly.
ask yourself these questions too, man.
Mm.
You know, who wants to go to work and just keep doing the hustle and like, oh, I'm going to get the bag, the bag, the bag, the bag, and it's like, yeah,
The
but
bag,
what's
the
the bag for,
bills.
bro?
The bag, the
What's the
bills.
bag
Yeah.
for? Okay, to get some stuff. Then after you get the stuff, then what? Like, what's the deal? Like, what do you plan on learning how to invest? Do you plan on learning how to quantify your money? Do you plan on putting this money to work so that way you don't have to keep going to a job
Right.
that you want to do or don't
Ooh,
want to do? You know
I
what I'm
love that.
saying? Like, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like work is like what's the work? Like going to work is doing something purposeful. Like
Yeah.
having a job is different from work. Like having a
Mm.
job is like I'm here to do this thing here that is not beneficial as much to me, but I'm getting a
Mm-hmm.
paycheck,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it doesn't also value you, right? You're just
Right.
an asset at that point to the company.
I feel like this reminds us too that to use your job as your investor, to invest in
Mm-hmm.
something. I know that not everybody was born to be a leader, but I know you can own assets. I know you can be a shareholder. You know, you can buy your. You can be
Thank you. Do the
what is
other
it
heart,
called?
babe. The other heart.
What is it called? You can be
We
a
hope you do too.
you can be a you distracted.
I'm sorry.
What was this? You can be a
Follower?
hidden partner. You
Oh,
know what I
hidden
mean?
partner?
Hidden partner.
In the
Yes,
shadows.
exactly. Not everybody is
The
meant to be leader.
Batman.
Not everybody's meant to do the hard work. But you can literally be like, invest in someone else's business and say,
Yeah.
hey, I'm going to invest in this business, and I'm just going to relax and receive the money, and you do all the work because you're good at this. You can do that too.
You survived out of 999 million sperm cells.
Oh,
You are a leader.
that's right.
Whether if you can be confident in it or not.
Hmm.
You choose to be a follower or not.
Yeah.
Right?
Choose to be
Everybody's
a
a
leader.
leader because you survived out of the bunch. Meaning that you were predestined to be here.
That's right. Yeah.
So it's deeper than that. Like I can hear people's excuses and stuff like that, but like it's like you don't get off the hook.
Yeah.
You don't get off the hook because now
Some
you're
people
doing
don't believe.
comparisons with the world.
Yeah.
The world ain't got nothing to do. You survived out of 999 million of your brothers and sisters.
Right.
It was
That's
a
what I'm
fight to the
saying.
death. Somebody had to go.
Hey.
All right, there was a whole bunch of them that left, and the whole one only came out of the other side.
Which was you. So that's how
Exactly.
powerful you are.
For real though,
That
like
is
we
how
say it,
powerful
but
you
you
are.
gotta sometimes remind yourself. And when
Right.
knowledge is power, because when you didn't know that, it was a different game. But now you
Mm,
can't unlearn something that you now know.
that's true.
You know.
Oh, I love that.
And so it's up to your sworn duty because it's you who make the decisions in this life.
That's
The
right.
world is not making you make decisions.
Mm,
You make your own decisions, whether you feel like
yes.
these are your only options or not.
Mm,
They're
mm-hmm.
not your only options, it's just what you choose to
To
perceive
do,
is
yeah.
your only options.
Yes.
The
Oh,
other
that's so
stuff
true.
seems harder. So you're like, nah, those are off the table. These are more like easier. And easy is not always the game. It's not always about easy, because think about it like this. The reason why the trials and tribulations that people go through are so tough and things like that
Uh-huh.
is because on the other side, it adds value. Yo, where's our notes at from yesterday? Pull that shit up.
Stop.
Pull that shit up from yesterday.
Is it so?
I think it's
so. Is it?
so.
Y'all seem so sweet and knowledgeable. Subscribing. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. We appreciate that.
The notes from yesterday. So we had got some notes from yesterday, right? From service, right?
Church, yeah.
And he was dropping some bars, right? I am not a religious person. We are not religious people, but we do believe in the kingdom. We do believe in our king.
Yes, and if you want to get our cup, if you want to be
kingdom
part
lifestyle.
of the kingdom,
yeah, that's our new cup launch right there.
The link is.
This
going
is our
to
old
be...
cups, right? And then it says God vibes only.
Yeah.
And then you have the Locfam, which is me and my wife right there. Locfam Kingdom Diaries on deck.
Go check it out.
But we got the basic one. Hold on, put that thing in the shot,
oh
yo.
My God.
Like, it's simplistic. It's got Kingdom with just the purple. That's fire. I actually put mine in the bio. Yes, it's in the bio. Yeah. But I actually just put mine in the cart, and I'm ordering mine, waiting for mine to come. So it's
gonna be on a Linktree link. So you press the Linktree link. It's the first thing you're gonna see over there. Okay.
Yeah. So, but it just entails you to understand that when you operating in the kingdom, it is not like your it's not norm, right? It's not a norm.
That's right.
When you operate in the kingdom, everything belongs to the king, right? And even when you say everything, we talking about down from your clothing, down to the money you got, down from the family members in your family. They all belong to the king, right? And bringing that to a point and swinging it around town is that, we're here to do great things.
Yeah. And
we're here to not only do great things, but to expand the territory of heaven on earth.
Yeah.
Right? And anytime you're dealing with a kingdom, it is always their duty to expand their territory.
That's right.
And so the question of the day is what we always say is like, what would heaven look like on earth? How can we be a part and contribute to bringing heaven on earth?
Ooh,
right?
That's right.
Because if we're not doing the work and we're not doing it, who's going to do it? And who's doing the other side of the agenda? Right? And so there's got to be some push and pull going on there. I think I want to be on the side where the light is at. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's much better to my soul and spirit when I feel like I'm being of use in that handle and in that way. It becomes more soothing to my vibrational frequency to be of service in that way, and there's a warmth feeling that comes along when we're talking about abundance, prosperity, success of abundance, expanding. What does that look like, And I feel like having a perception and viewing life is major, like how do I think on a regular daily basis, and how do people around me think? And the people around me are not thinking on a high level basis, then I need to change the frequency of those people, let alone starting with myself. Because that means that I'm attracting those type of people.
Exactly. And you cannot change someone if you're not willing to change. You only change people by not influencing them, but by inspiring them by the things that you are doing. If you think that you're going to be telling people to change, that's not going to happen. You need to do it first so they can get inspired. You don't even have to say nothing. You just have to do. Same with your kids. Your kids are who you are. So whatever you do, you can't tell them what to do. They see you and they're going to do the same.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And also, too, man, I feel like in this lifetime, man, who wants to drift around, man? Right. Like, I think everybody truly wants to be of use. I think that's why people get jobs.
Yeah.
Like, really, like, on the dumbed down level, people get jobs because they want to feel useful.
We just heard someone saying that they are, what was the knife? What was the knife
Swiss Army knife.
The Swiss, they just want to be a tool that's being used. And that's it.
This is a man's perspective in his marriage.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's tough.
Right.
And my man's had to bring to his awareness, like, yo, do you understand what that means? That means that I use you for today and then I throw you in the damn cupboard when I don't need you anymore.
And then you stay there for a very long time and you come
until
out whenever I need you.
Whenever again. And I was like, what a hell of a way to perceive yourself, Exactly. But that's how people be operating. Because I feel like I was telling my wife, I was like, listening to his story tells me that I was telling her, like, on my journey, I started asking those questions, like, dude, what do I want to do? How do I want to show up? Do I want to get a job? Because I knew immediately I did not want to work. I didn't want to do your traditional work.
9 to 5.
Like, yeah, I didn't want to do the 9 to 5. I was down to do it for like the hustle for the moment, but I knew that's not where I was going. I knew when I was talking to people like, oh, how long you been here? They're like, yeah, 15 years. I'm like, I could never. What's going on the wrong side? You got hit the heart, babe.
Hit the heart?
Yeah,
what
right.
heart?
I
don't know.
You're scrolling down too far.
Okay.
Oh my Lord. Is this side, honey?
Okay.
You just flick it one time because then you'll go down this category here.
Well, I always
you hit focus,
try to find.
You hit do not disturb.
I always try to find. I always try to find it. Like I always try to find it.
Yeah, but
even with my phone, I'm like,
yeah, you just hit this corner side right there at one time, because if you drag your finger down, you're gonna go across the options like this. This the little sidebar.
Yeah.
You see that?
Oh yeah, I see.
That's why you don't go all the way down. It's a little flick of the wrist.
You learn new things every day, okay?
Yes.
So that's what I just
did.
I just learned something.
More of the story is like asking those people like, yo, how long you been here? They've been like for 15 years. I was like, bro, like that's a long ass time.
Yeah.
And they knew they weren't exceeding their full value and potential. They knew it. But it was like, what else am I gonna do? Because I gotta pay bills and things like that. And I'm like, man.
And also, a friend of ours not too long ago, he said something like, he only went to that job because he had a plan, and then now he feels like he's all over the place because now he doesn't have a plan and he doesn't see the plan being executed exactly. Yeah. So he's not believing, he's not trusting the process that I'm here for. The plan. Yeah. I'm here for the plan. I'm still here for the plan, even though it feels like life is lifing right now and everything is just happening. Yeah. But I'm still here for a reason, and the reason why I'm going through what I'm going through is because I'm getting stronger. Like there's no other way. You cannot just jump from you waking up every morning and watching TV to you know, being a millionaire and just like achieving all the goals that you have. You gotta go through it. Yeah. You gotta go through some steps. You know?
And another thing is that you can start relapsing in that feeling and idea of I'm not doing anything and nothing's happening is because you're not revising the plan. Mm-hmm. You're not sitting down.
You can't see it.
Yeah. And then, because look, even when me and my wife sit here and we talk about like our goals, not even our goals, but the vision moving forward. And maybe there's a specific area like we're like, okay, we want to see progression here. Right. And then it's like the next best thing of talking about it is like creating a step-by-step. Right. What can we focus on this week to get just 1 inch of a millisecond closer?
Done. Yes. That's right.
How can we feel the progression? And then also too, like, we were listening to this one video. He was talking about celebration. The same guy who was talking about being an Army Swiss knife, he had went from 60K a year to 90K a year. He had got a raise, and he didn't tell his wife. And my man's didn't even celebrate it.
Right.
And he was like, dude, you went from 60 to 90K a year. And you didn't say nothing about it. He was like, yeah, man. He was like, but the other job I would have got even more than that. And he was like, but
still, you did.
Still,
it's a little.
You went from 60 to 90. You still didn't celebrate, and it was like, you know, I had to think about it, like, we don't celebrate ourselves. Yeah, we don't know how to. I don't want to say we, but I'm speaking in general. Like before I knew how to, I had to ask, how do I celebrate? I'm still.
What makes you feel good?
I'm still revising on how to celebrate my wins, our wins. Yeah, right? I'm still revising. I think a lot of people have a hard time celebrating their wins because it's like, oh, well, you still have more. You still got to do a lot more. You're not even that close.
But you did that one thing that you could have not done. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that leads you to wherever you want to go. Like the vision requires process at all times. Yeah. Your vision requires process. So if you don't give it the process, or if you don't trust the process, then it will just crumble down. It will just crumble down. You'll forget about it if you don't write it down, first of all, because most of the time we have a vision and we just like, I want that, I want that, I want that, but it stays here, right? And then something else is going to come up and you forgot about your vision because you don't have it written down. I feel like that's why most of the people do the vision boards. But you can literally just write it down. Take your journal, write your vision down, and then always go back to it and read it so that you can know why I'm here, why you going to the 9 to 5, why this is happening, because it's leading me to where I want to be. I feel like that's a powerful way to stay aligned, and it's also another powerful way to keep you motivated and positive at all times.
YouTube is a good way to understand on like what we've noticed. YouTube is a good way to understand how to trust the process. It's a really good fun tool to
Oh,
test
that's right. Shit.
and play around with.
That is so right.
Because how you do one thing is how you do all things.
Yeah.
And we noticed that our following and our subscribing list got bigger and bigger and bigger at a very short period of time, and we
Right.
even got told by other friends, we're like, you guys jumped up there pretty fast, and we're like, yeah.
It was just-
And there's a moment of, well, we want to continue to give more value. We want to continue to go through the life in order to have the experience to then give the perspective of what we did to get
Right.
through that experience. Like I had a what they call a 24-hour bug about a week ago, right?
Yeah. It was last week.
And I told my wife,
Last week Sunday.
it was last week Sunday. I told my wife as soon as it was coming, had a migraine headache, had hot and cold flashes, sweating profusely, so uncomfortable, very, very uncomfortable situation. And I was like, I think when she asked me something, I was like, I just got to get through it. There's nothing else I can do besides just get through it. I got to go through the excruciating headache, pain, uncomfortableness, and I just got to be willing and okay with going through the process. Like what was going to look like on the other side. And I noticed like in that whole point, I was like, yo, I'm not thinking about shit. I didn't think about the bills. I didn't think about the lights.
Where
I
to
didn't think
go.
about food to eat. I didn't think about I was like, dang, it's so crazy how you could be put in a position where all the stuff that you think about regular day basis does not matter when the shit hit the fan like that. Does not matter. It's non-existent.
Yeah.
The house could have been on fire. I probably would have jumped up then if the house was on fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm saying like all of the I gotta do this, I gotta do that, this gotta be
go
done.
there,
Nothing mattered. It was shut down. And I was like, dang man, like what if you could just master that type of muscle when it comes to like trusting the process? Because it was like you gotta go through it. So just put your head down, right?
Just go through it, yeah.
You already revised the plan with God. And I think a lot of times people just like leave God out of it, bro.
That's
It's
true.
like, dude, yeah, that's why you feel like you can't make it, because it's just you and you.
You're trying to do everything by
But
yourself.
by yourself, it's
Yeah,
just you and
that's
you.
the
What you
thing.
gonna do, right? Like,
You don't say, you know what, God, I'm leaving it all up to you because I am tired. I've did my best right now. I feel like we do need to consider him, and we do need to leave it all up to him. Like, bro, you know my vision. You the one who gave me this vision because you have a reason
God loves
why
a
you
plan.
gave me the vision. You know,
God loves a
so I
plan.
have this plan, and now it's your time. It's your time to maneuver me around, okay?
that word "seek and ye shall find" literally goes in a whole bunch of what we do on a daily basis that has
Right.
nothing to do with God, right? We get these jobs because we seek, right? We get to learning all that new information from that job, whether or not what they want us to do, the day-to-day program, and then we get
Right.
used to that, and we're like, okay, yeah, we're not used to it because now we know what to do. I remember when I first started, it was hard. I was like, oh, I don't know what
Right.
I'm gonna do. I ain't never did this before.
It's
But
the
you were
same
seeking.
thing. It's the same thing.
It's the
with
same thing. You were
everything.
seeking, and then you found it, and then you learned it. And it's like, dude, it's the same thing. God wants you to seek Him, seek the plan, revise the plan, and continuously go for it.
Right,
Continuously revise it. Continuously look at it. Continuously like,
And don't
yo,
do it all by yourself. Don't.
yeah, bro.
Because it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
You're gonna be exhausted. You're gonna burn out. You're gonna be frustrated. You're gonna feel like you ain't moving. You ain't going anywhere because you're just doing it by yourself. I have been there before. We have been there before. We had like 2 businesses that we were running at the same time. And it was
One started
just
before
like,
the other one, obviously, yeah.
yes, and we were the employees.
Yeah.
And that's another thing we did. We didn't say, you
We
know
was
what,
getting the
God,
bag though, but
we
it was
getting it back, but still
but that
we
wasn't
was
the
not
reason why we started. It was like, yo, we buying our time back.
exactly. We wasn't
We're not
feeling
trying
it.
to replace
We wasn't feeling the joy of like the business giving in, you know, the money and
Yeah.
stuff like that, because the reason why we were doing all the work, because we're not going to hire anybody right now until like the business is able to pay itself. The business was able to pay itself, but we continued being the employees. We took the money, the profit, we opened another business.
Yep.
And that was, it made it even worse. It was frustrating. We were keeping God out of it. We were just moving every day. You wake up in the morning, you do this. You wake up in the morning, you do that. Back and forth, in and out, up and down.
God was in it. We invited God in it. We just, there was times like, you know, like waves in the ocean.
It was, yes, it
and
was.
you can't be
I don't
like that.
think
You got to be stagnant.
We invited him, but we didn't let go. I feel like we were still doing it by ourselves, you know, even though he
Ooh.
brought us to a stage of like, okay, now the business can pay for itself. It can do anything. It can
Stop
operate.
and smile back in the building.
Hey,
Grand Rising, beautiful
it can
soul.
operate. It can operate, but and it pays itself, but we didn't do what we said we were going to do, to hire people.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I feel like also God gives you a business for you to be able to
expand it to
expand it to others. Exactly. Because if you're doing it by yourself, it's like, then why do you have a business?
Right.
You know, unless the business is like,
how are you blessing someone else with this business?
because that's what he wants. That's why
Yeah.
he blesses you, for you to bless the other person, right? Because
Blessing them is like, yo, giving them an opportunity to feed their family.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yes.
And then also like expanding that as you get bigger and the company gets bigger, then you continuously treat your extension, co-working fellow friends.
That's right.
With a graciousness.
I don't think there is any business that doesn't require you to hire anyone.
No, there's not.
Because even content creation, it requires you to hire people.
Yep.
You know, so I feel like
your service. You got something I don't got. You're strong in the area I'm not strong in.
Exactly. Yeah.
Go ahead. Let me have you. How much you? Oh, I got you, bro. It's a little penny pricey right there, but I got you.
Right. Process protects from premature blessings. So your process protects. It protects you from premature blessings. It protects you from premature.
So
blessings.
premature is basically too early, right? Like you gotta go through the process so that your value in understanding why it manifested is more clearer.
Could be better.
Right? You what does that mean? That means like people that play the lottery who don't know anything about financial literacy, they get a lump sum of money, a blessing, and then they blow it.
And it's gone.
That means that they got they didn't go through the process to understand how to acquire this wealth so they can repeat the process over and over and over.
To make more.
They just got it prematurely, and then now the blessing is now a curse.
Yes.
Right?
You
They
have
didn't
to be
know.
prepared, that's right.
You have to be prepared, and that there's a quote that I love to say: "Stay ready so you don't get it. So stay ready so you don't got to get ready." Or is another one where it's like, "I'm ready to be ready to be ready to be ready to be ready."
And then the nicest part about you being prepared is because you're gonna go through stuff. You're gonna go through stuff to make you stronger.
Yeah.
You don't expect to just like, okay, I'm just moving towards the process, but literally doing that, it's going to be hard. You're going to feel like you want to give up, but just trust the process. Just keep moving. Just know that this is making me stronger. That's what I always tell myself, is that every time I feel like it's hard, I'm like, you got to go through this so that you can, this is part of your story. Because if you don't go through this, you don't have a story to tell.
If you rush, you can lose what you're praying for.
Exactly.
Right? You can lose the purpose and the reason behind what you're doing.
Oh, it's the same thing with going to work. You know, if you're rushing to work every day, you wake up, you could take a shower.
God did.
You put your clothes on, you're driving fast. You can lose a certain blessing on your way. You rushing, right? You cannot see the money on the floor. Maybe let me say there's $10,000 on the floor. You wouldn't see it because you're in a hurry. Your focus is where? At work or wherever it is where you're going. That's why
or
you
could be in that collision that happened.
You have to
where
be earlier.
10 people lost their lives because You weren't
Exactly.
even supposed to be in that, but you was rushing beyond what beyond what you was supposed to be doing, trying to put things in your hand.
If you would have
If you
woke
would
up
have,
early and
mm,
did everything smoothly, you that's how I feel like
you would
that's
have
how you
missed.
need
You would have
to.
missed.
That's how you. That's how you.
You would have final destination that shit.
I
Nah,
feel like
but
that's how that's a great way to see it.
the
That,
most important part is basically trust God's timing.
yeah,
I think that's very hard for us to do a lot of the times because we feel like, that we gotta
and
do.
that's why we're rushing
Hmm.
because we're not trusting the process.
And the blessing
Because
only comes when you basically truly prepare to handle it.
that's right. Yeah.
Like when I say that, I mean like when it comes, it's like, dude, what up? When you get paid every paycheck, the reason why it's not growing or the reason why it's not doing more than what it is doing is because you're not properly
That's
preparing
true.
yourself before it comes.
Yeah, Stop and Smile says even the tough times are blessings from God.
Oh, they're always
Yeah,
blessings.
they are
Always.
because they're making you stronger.
And people say it's strong and it's like, what does that mean? Like, who gives a damn? Like you got people who
Prepares
like,
you. I feel. Let me explain the
yeah,
stronger.
yeah,
So the
cause
reason
that
why I'm saying it's making you stronger. It's preparing you for your next step, right? Let me say you are scared of speaking in public, right? And then you go through this process. Maybe as you're going through the process, you find someone who has like this small group of people that they talk to on Zoom every day, and then they invite you to maybe like do an intro, and then that's how you start speaking, right? And then maybe you get invited on YouTube. That's how you learn. I feel like that's how I learned how to public speak, from YouTube, from doing the lives and the videos and stuff like
yeah.
that. It makes it easier, even though there's nobody looking, but it strengthens
Mm,
my speech,
yeah.
right? And it's easy for me to just have things in my mind and just like communicate about it, tell someone about it. I feel that's the process of me getting stronger, from not being able to speak in public to doing YouTube making me stronger and stronger and
Mm,
stronger, and then doing the Zoom calls making me stronger and stronger, and then getting to a stage and having that little and then I'm
mm,
like, I got this, and it's easy for me to flow with whatever it is that I wanted to say, because the process that I was going through here and there and there, I
yeah.
wanted to be at the stage. I wanted to wake up in the morning and just be at the stage and talk to people, but I was scared. I was like, shit, how can I do this? Do I close my eyes? Do I just look down? Do I just like find someone that I have to look at? But it was still a challenge. But me going through all these steps, it made me better.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean when I say it's making you stronger. It's preparing you for your next step.
And last but not least, we're gonna just touch bases. Thank you so much. We
Yes, I
think you are
appreciate it.
amazing as well. Like light attracts light.
Thank
Um,
you.
Great minds think alike, and we are reflections of each other. So if you think so, you just only see yourself in us, and we see
Exactly.
ourselves in you. And last but not least is going on the point is there's nothing more valuable than a person who has went through what you are going through or about to go through or before you even get there. And so with that being said, like say for instance, you have a person who's been in Airbnb arbitrage for about 5 years, and they have about 11 to 33 properties. You
Yeah.
just getting started, you probably just maybe even two Airbnbs in. There's nothing more valuable than asking this person, yo, you've been in the game for this long? How many? I aspire to have 11.
Right.
How did you get to this journey? And they're like, yo, and you even telling them like, yo, I had this situation that happened with this customer, and they came in and they wrecked my place and they did all that. And he's like, haha, it's so funny because I've been through that before, but the grass gets greener the farther you stay locked in.
Right. Oh, yeah. That's
And
true.
it's like, dude, like what? And it's promising because he's been through it. So
Exactly.
what he is saying is so valuable that all I have to do is stay locked in. to get to that point and go through the bullshit and the
Right.
experiences that I gotta go through. Because then I'm able to say
Oh,
that
yeah, I forgot.
I once
All you
was
gotta
there.
do is
Stay locked in.
make sure to check our match on the bio, on link on the bio. It's going to be Linktree. On Linktree, just click that
Right in
and
the description,
in the
yeah.
description, yes. So yeah,
The front of it says, "Poverty
poverty
is
is a
the
lack
lack
of
of creativity."
creativity. Hmm.
Yeah, it's the one of the ones where it just plants
Right.
thought nuggets in your mind to expand this lifetime. What you want to do,
Mm-hmm.
you know. That means that I'm not thinking about how I can be of service, and so I just work and use my body to bring in money, which then doesn't really do much besides just pay the stuff that I got.
Right.
And then eventually, the God within you is going to want to expand and do more and have more and be more.
Mm.
And then you're going to go get that brand new car, put yourself in deeper debt because you say you need it or because the old one is old.
Yeah.
And then the process repeats itself to where now you're being stuffed down further into poverty because you're not using your creative output
Ooh.
to become more valuable and service.
Yeah.
You could use the money that you get from the employer to then expand whatever those thoughts and
I feel like
ideas
that's
are.
what employers are for you to use that money and make yourself more valuable. Invest in yourself more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Well,
can
with
use
that being
everything.
said,
You can use you can use everything as a stepping stone, but it's also to impregnate in your mind.
Exactly.
You know, if you're not doing, if you can go on social media and scroll and listen to all these people, you can take time and listen into an audiobook that is about self-development.
And you
That
can
is
also
about
listen to people who are going to feed your mind, feed your thoughts positively, which is like personal development. You know.
yeah. The point of listening to these self-development ideas is wait, baby. The point of listening to these self-development ideas is because you may stumble across somebody who was in the exact position you are today, and it could enlighten you to see that there are possibilities of you now planting the seed of you being, doing, having all the good you desire, because you stumbled, because you were seeking for that. And the more you continuously to seek, the better it gets for you to now bring in the experiences that you want to experience.
I would say that with what you're saying, stop and smile. She said, I find the feeling of being okay with remaining in one place very scary.
Me too.
I would say that,
Me too.
wow, okay.
Me too, though.
I would say that sometimes it's, ooh.
I feel dead. I feel like it's almost like a dun dun dun. So one of those moments where it's just like, dude, like I could just give up, but I know in my soul, I know in my soul who I am.
Make America great again.
I know in my soul who I am is like I can't stand for it. I will self-destruct. And when I say self-destruct, meaning like I would get all. I'll be like, I'm this job. I take the last paycheck. I will buy a plane ticket. I will get on the flight. I will be gone. I will take the last of what I land where I'm at with $100. That's how, in my spirit, I just cannot have it. It's like, what am I going to do with this? It's almost like nails on a chalkboard for me.
That's right.
Like it makes me
You're just stuck. I think it is a feeling of feeling stuck, and I also think like it's looking internally and saying, why am I feeling like this, and asking yourself questions. I feel like also writing down your thoughts will help in not having that thought of like feeling like you want to remain in the same space, or you are going to remain in the same space. There's a lot out there.
Spaghetti, pastaroni.
Pasta. What do you What would you like more? Wow.
I think she likes pasta more.
Yes, that's me.
Pasta.
Okay, guys, we've overstayed our welcome in here. We were supposed to leave.
These are the nuggets
9
that we want to leave y'all with. It says,
All right.
what part of your vision you are struggling with to trust the process right now? What part of your vision are you struggling with to trust the process right
I
now?
feel like Stop and Smile has responded to that.
Okay.
But if you hear this, make sure you comment down below the answer to your question.
And then the second one is, if your future self could talk to you, what would they say about how you're handling today's process?
I feel like for me, they'll say that you are effing ish up right now. You need to stop doing this.
Oh my God.
No, it's not 4 things, but it's one thing. It's one thing that I kind of feel like I go back to most of the time. Every night after I'm done with everything, which I also feel like it's okay because I'm done with everything, but I could be doing something better than just chilling, and not doing anything. I could be reading a book. I could be listening to audiobook. I could be doing something practical, something to.
Ooh.
Okay, what's that?
He said, stop and smile. Just trust the process and go with the flow. What you seek is seeking you.
Ooh, that's amazing. That's right.
That was a bar,
right.
bro. You just come in like that. You just come in here
right.
just dropping flames like that, man.
That is right.
That's
that
what
is
I'm
so
talking
right.
about. Especially what you're seeking is seeking you. That's
I
not the
love
first
it.
time I heard it. That's why I hit so hard.
Yeah, what you're seeking is seeking you.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Because you got to remember, you are the magnet.
Yeah.
You are the push and pull. You are the frequency. You're the pulse.
You're the manifest.
Right? Everything else is already designed. What's already created has already been created. And it's already created for you. It's just about you bringing it to your experience.
Yeah. Ooh.
Pasta, baby!
Pizza, pasta, and positive. Let's go. I can't with you guys. You're crazy. We love you guys. We will see you on next Monday. Make sure to check out our upcoming vlog on Saturday. I appreciate it. Yes, we also do appreciate him.
Pathless land.
Yeah, that's true.
I appreciate it, heart. That's what I'm talking about. See, this is the type
I
of
love it. I
environment
love you
that
guys
we are
communicating
creating.
with each other. That's
Kingdom
awesome.
Lifestyle, guys. Don't forget that we just dropped these cups. Kingdom Lifestyle.
And
this is our first cup. We got the apparel and everything. This is just the expression of the points that we are making.
This is the
my cup is on the way. So I'm really pleased with how I came out with our creation.
It is very good. Yeah. It's very nice. I love it.
It's simplistic, but like it just speaks volumes.
Yeah.
I want to be a good ambassador for the kingdom of heaven. And, I have to arise to my higher self, right? To continuously be the best version of who I am and who I am becoming and the reflection of who I am. Yeah. And also father, good husband, so on and so forth, a good business partner. All these things,
good business partner.
Yeah, good business.
Love you guys. We'll see you on Monday, 8 a.m. Central. Don't be late. We won't be late either. Stay locked in.
God vibes only.
We out.
Cheers. Oh yeah, we see you doing, having all the good you desire. Peace, blessings, prosperity, and successful abundance. Kapow.